Yeah, let's just jump right on into it. Let's jump. Boom. And hello everyone. Welcome back to this channel that I sometimes use, that I will be using way more now. Hello Num Nums, how are you? We have all the mods here. Awesome, awesome. Awesome possum sauceum. I don't even know. We got a lot to go through today. I'm just going to address the elephant in the room. I have been streaming off and on here very unreliably for the past like 4 years now. You are not. You're like an eepy kitty. That's what you are. But yeah, I've been streaming off and on here for 4 years as a face cam streamer, and you guys, it's pretty rare when I pop on here, but I am now possibly moving over here for good. Maybe, possibly. We'll see how things play out. I've decided. So today is the first time that I'm going to be opening up and showing everyone this lovely 2D PNG model. Let me. There's another face I do want to show you guys on this one before I continue. So give me a second. I have to mute myself to get that. So. Dun da da dun da da dun da da dun da. Oh, boom. All right, so we're gonna start here. So give you a nice little about me. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Sucksweet Derek, and you can call me Derek. Model made by PLoveH and overlay made by me. So what you are seeing now is a work of PLoveH. If you guys like the art, please spam her on her channel and ask her to draw pictures for you. She will love it. She will absolutely cry with tears. With that said, everything you're seeing here today, all these about me pages, all the overlay, everything I did myself. It was over the past week I've been going back between my iPad, which has all my editing skills and stuff on it, and my computer to get everything all uploaded. So I hope you guys enjoy. This is what I like doing here. Is this channel here is more for me to be who I am without really a brand. It's just kind of, hey, I'm Derek, and I'm going to give you guys Derek. So, moving on. So about me, my name is Derek. My birthday is December 2nd. I am from Massachusetts, which sucks because I live in the hardest state to spell. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram are my socials. Well, thank you, Num Nums. So my goals here as a streamer are to make people laugh and build a supportive community. I feel that's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. That's all I really want to do here. Types of streamer, I am a variety / cozy streamer. What that means is no one's birthday today. I do play a lot of cozy games, but I am not afraid to play other games. I am a PNG tuber and occasional face cam, so that is something I want to talk about before we move on. So what you're seeing now is a PNG, which I will be primarily using, but I will from time to time do a face stream. As far as systems, I have in order of what you're going to see me playing on, it is Switch, PC, and PlayStation 5. I am a big Switch player. I love my Switch. That is what primarily most of the stuff I do stream is on. So that's a little more about me. So now we're just going to get into something, my favorites. So I went through and made a bunch of these things, including music, books, TV show, anime, etc., etc. My editing software decided when I was doing this that I could upload 7 different things, which is such an odd number, and like I wanted to do like my top 10 and make it look like a little collage for you guys. I guess so, yeah. But so there is other stuff outside of this that I do love. It just kind of had to settle on the top 7 that I consider my favorite, which in order we got Blink-182. I love Blink-182. The Wonder Years, Mac Miller, Sleep Token, Baby Metal, Juice World, and Watsky. These are probably my 7 most listened to artists. If you don't believe me, I will post links to my Spotify, and you'll be like, oh, he listened to the title track of Take Me Back to Eden by Sleep Token 36 times last month. He may have some problems, so this is the type of music I listen to. I do generally, I feel like my favorite 2 genres would be like the pop punk Blink-182 New Found Glory genre, and hip hop like Mac Miller, Eminem, Juice WRLD. These are the 2 things that I listen to the most. Alright, so that was music. TV, my favorite non-anime TV shows, which this is really contrary to everything else on this list, because I realized, oh, hello, Graham, how are you? Most of the stuff I watch is very serious in terms, but as you see here, we got South Park, Rick and Morty, Letterkenny, Smiling Friends, How I Met Your Mother, Whitest Kids You Know, all funny shows, all shows that make me laugh, and Supernatural, which I am a sucker for. I eat that show up with a friggin' spoon. I am on my 2nd watch through of it now, and I don't regret any of it. I don't regret a second of this. Moving on. I am absolutely obsessed with Danny DeVito. I love that man so much. So it kind of hurts me to not have Always Sunny on here. Also, SpongeBob belongs on here. I do make a lot of SpongeBob references. Now we get to the fun part. I am a weeb. I am an absolute weeb. I love my anime, and it was really hard to pick on this one because there's so many good ones I like. Like, for instance, I knew One Piece, Reborn, and ReZero absolutely had to be there. I am absolutely obsessed with all 3 of these animes. And Reborn, anyone that knows me can probably tell you that is my favorite anime of all time. I absolutely love it. We got Spy Family. Sankaria. Oh, thank you. Holic. This one is so old, and but it's so good. Oh, Clamp. I have not seen anything that Clamp has been involved in that I have not loved. Holic was such an underrated, amazing anime. Tenchi Muyo War on Geminar. It meshes the Tenchi Muyo like sci-fi harem thing with like mech fighting, with like deep storytelling, like world building. It is such a good anime if you guys haven't seen it. Also, I feel I should mention Neko Power should be in there. Did I ever sit and think that I would be the type of person that would watch Neko Power anime more than 10 times from start to finish? No. But am I sitting here telling you that I have watched Neko Power over 10 times? Yes, I am. That is something that I want to be more ashamed of than I am, but I'm not at all. So that does also earn a honorable mention here. Thank you for the first time chat. Brett, you know what to do. I will do that right now. I actually made myself a lovely little batch of hype sauce G Fuel. So just understand, you're probably never going to see me drink water on here. It'll always be something else. Ooh, I made it with lemonade. Yikes. Ooh, that is sour. Holy shit. Wow. Holy oh. So this one was a little easier for me to make. I feel my favorite movies are pretty clear and cut. If you guys haven't been able to tell by by what I look like and who I am as a person, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is my favorite movie of all time. Right behind it is Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm one of those kids. Conjuring, Garden State, Nick and Nora, Donnie Darko, SLC Punk. I don't know. So let me explain. I have a story about The Conjuring too. I feel The Conjuring was what really made me realize I like the horror genre. Like, I don't, like, I'm not good with blood. I'm gonna be the first person to let you know that. Like, so slasher movies, I really can't do, like, Saw, stuff like that. It actually makes me sick to my stomach to see, like, unnecessary gore. But, like, give me, like, a good ghost or demon possession or something. Whoo, buddy, do I love it. There are a few slasher films I like. Like, I love all the Freddy Krueger movies. Friday the 13th, all that stuff. I'm a huge fan of. But when I first watched Conjuring 2, I think that was a movie that really opened my eyes to the genre. I was watching with an ex of mine. Oh, heck yes. The Crooked Man. Oh, yep. But, so basically, I was watching The Conjuring at 2 a.m. The night before Halloween was the first time I ever saw it with one of my exes, who was like, oh my god, I love horror movies. Oh my god, horror movies are amazing. And I'm like, I'm not really good with this type of stuff, so I'm gonna probably be hiding behind the blanket a lot. End of the movie, she is terrified. Like, she is demanding that we sleep with the light on. I was on the edge of bed. Like, that was such a good movie. What the oh my god. But yeah, no, I think I've always really liked, like, paranormal stuff. I really like ghosts and stuff like that. So I think finding out that there are movies that you can have horror without just, like, absolute gore and slash, it definitely opened my eyes to a whole new love in my life. So The Conjuring has to be in there for kind of being the first thing that really... Well, I'm glad that you were safe, Num Nums. What's next on the list? My favorite video games of all time. Harvest Moon 64 will and for always be my favorite video game of all time. Enough so that I do actually have a tattoo from the game. Pokemon Black. I'm a big Pokemon fan. Like, I feel Pokemon is almost 100% the reason that I am here today streaming and doing this stuff, because there was a point in my life where that was really the only video games I had the time to play, and they've really held the test of time. We're going a different route. Borderlands 2, so good. It was unfortunate that they ruined it with the movie, but such a good game. Omori, absolute masterpiece from start to finish. I have never played a game that has made me cry as hard as that game has ever made me play. Kingdom Hearts, again, love it so much I do have a tattoo of it. Final Fantasy VII, that's pretty standard. Come on. And Tony Hawk Underground, there was something for me that just gave it like that RPG feel, but it was still a Tony Hawk game, and oh, buddy, did I love it. I think I played through that game like 8 times in, like, the last year I had a GameCube, and oh, it was such a good experience. I would love to replay it. Books, so, I mean, this one, I'm a big fan of John Green, so we have Paper Towns and Looking for Alaska on there. Don't judge me. My favorite book of all time, Perks Being a Wallflower, phenomenal. I don't care how old I am. I don't care if I'm 80 years old in a nursing home. Someone offers to read me Where the Wild Things Are. I'm getting my juice box, a blankie, and I'm going to listen to Where the Wild Things Are. That is my childhood. It is something that I've carried with me into my adulthood, and I love it so much. You get so alone. Sometimes it just makes sense. I'm a big poetry fan. Same thing works with Our Numbered Days. Just great poetry books. 10 out of 10. Do recommend if you guys haven't read them. I think that's it for that stuff. Now we can get into the 2 MISC pages. So favorite color is mint green. There's a little bit of a theme here. I'm a fall person. I love my fall weather, my crunchy leaves. I have that disorder in my brain that when I see the leaves on the ground, I need to step on them and make them crunch, or else I'm going to actually lose my f***ing shit. Also, this is an 18 plus channel. I am gonna swear a lot. I'm sorry, not sorry about that. My favorite food, buffalo wings. That one, I had to think a little bit because like there's buffalo wings, which I love. Tacos, I love. Sushi, I love. I really had to think that one up, but I feel that is definitely the winner here is buffalo wings, and that is why I have so many intestinal issues. My favorite drink, I do love coffee, and it was hard to not put it there, but I am a sucker for brisk lemon iced tea. I think it is the one of those things that keeps me going on my day-to-day life, so I had to put it there. And my favorite animal is a giraffe. A giraffe. They have the big necks and they have big black tongues, and it makes me happy. Any questions? No? Okay. Moving on to Misk Part 2. My favorite holiday, is it a surprise that it's Halloween? Is it a surprise? Surprise? My favorite waifu, I've been very, how do I put this? Embarrassed to actually mention how absolutely obsessed I am with the Dark Magician Girl. I am actually obsessed with Dark Magician Girl. I have 6 different versions of her cards. I am now currently in a bidding war to get a graded card, because that's all I want in my life, is to have just a graded Dark Magician card. I think at that point I'm gonna feel like my life is on track. My favorite Pokemon will always be Tauros. I love that Pokemon so much. That one I didn't even have to think about. It's like favorite Pokemon, Tauros. Moving on. I had to. Celebrity Crush was something that I was gonna skip, but I kind of decided to do it. I have 2 very legit answers to that, with a third one that just barely could have been there. I absolutely adore Aubrey Plaza and Anna Kendrick. I think those are like the pinnacle of just like baddies. 10 out of 10. I mean, P-Love too, but she's not a celebrity yet. The third one, of course, being Emily Rudd, who did play Nami in the live-action One Piece. I'm just saying. Moving on. And finally, my favorite content creator. There were a few people I wanted to throw there, but your narrator from The Boys has been a huge favorite of mine. Big influence in the way I do the stuff I do, and I gotta give it to my guy. I gotta give it to him. He is my dude. I think I know what the next page is, and this one might cause a little bit of a stir, and I will absolutely defend myself on this one. So yeah, okay, so this is going to be 10 random facts about me, and some likes and dislikes. So let's talk about the facts. I do have over 40 tattoos, but only 2 piercings. I do have gauges. They are 5/8, and I have a nose ring. But yeah, I have a lot of tattoos. Once I do a face stream, you got maybe one day I'll show them off. You guys are like, oh, okay, you have shitty tattoos, but you're still neat. I have watched Scott Pilgrim over 120 times. Going back to that being my favorite movie, for the past 10 years of my life, I have made it a absolute priority that at least once a month I will sit down on a weekend and watch a movie. It is my happy place. It is my peace. It is something I look forward to every month, where I know, hey, this weekend I'm just going to shrug off responsibilities. I'm going to watch Scott Pilgrim vs. the World for the past 10 years. So that is a little other fun fact. I saw it 7 times in the theaters. That's actually amazing. I love that. I almost went to school to teach. All right, so I am currently on online classes, trying to learn how to be an accountant, because if I can get a desk job where I can kind of be my own boss and do this more, that would be awesome. My original plan was I did want to be a special education teacher. Before I spent my money and did all that stuff, I actually had a friend of mine who does teach. kind of had me come in as a special guest one day. And just off of one day, the migraine that came from 20 screaming kids, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. So, yeah, that changed my whole trajectory of my life. I am deathly allergic to bees, but not hornets. Alright, so this is a fun thing. I just realized this recently. I've been so afraid anytime I see anything bee-shaped. I will run and scream because a bee sting, I do have an EpiPen, but yeah, it can kill me. Like, I am that allergic to bees. Recently, I did get stung by a hornet, and I'm like, oh no, I got the EpiPen and everything, and nothing. I did a telemed thing about it just to make sure. And they did inform me that the chemical that I'm allergic to in the bee sting is only present in bees and not in hornets or wasps or anything like that. So that is something that I've learned recently. I thought was cool. I almost became a cop. Let me explain. There was a point in my life where I had a little bit of a mental breakdown. And to deal with that mental breakdown, I got really in shape. It was about maybe 10 years ago. Like, I looked damn good. I had muscles on muscles. I could run a mile in like 9 minutes flat, which I don't know if that's good or bad. But if I tried to run a mile now, I think I'd be throwing up on about an eighth of a mile. But I tried to become a cop. I was working a retail job. I'm like, you know what, this could be something better. As it turns out, I don't know if it... from what I hear, it is basically a... every police officer has to go through it. There is a part of the training where you have to let them spray you with mace, and you have to stand on your feet. Stay on your feet about it. I've been sprayed by mace 3 times, and the longest I stood on my feet after being sprayed was maybe 2 seconds. It is not something that you should play around with. I'm just throwing that out there. The more that you know. So I'm a huge supporter of mental health. So this one I'm going to talk about because this is something that I do. I'm going to go through all this stuff. So I myself do suffer from a lot of depression and a lot of anxiety. Like, I have this fun thing where if my brain will go through like a month-long depression where it gets pretty bleak, and then I'll be fine for a little bit, and then out of nowhere it's just like, uh-oh, we're gonna panic over everything now. And that's pretty much been the past my whole life since like 2nd grade. So that is definitely not not something that I'm joked about. With that said, one of my things when I really started doing this and really started connecting with more people, I realized that, you know, obviously I know what it's like. I mean, I don't know what it's like for everyone, but I know what it's like when I go through it, and I know I would not wish that upon anyone. So I got really into the idea of seeking help for it, which has been a huge help in my life. And it really has turned my whole perceptions around to the point that I really do push the idea of there's always a tomorrow. There's always help out there if you hit that wall. Because, like I said, I know what it's like to feel like at the bottom of that hole, just like nothing matters, nothing. And I don't know. I think when I started connecting with people here, especially, I really wanted to be like the voice to be like, hey, I know you're having a rough day. I know things are hard, but there is help out there. I'm sure the people in your life would rather have like a 2 a.m. Frantic phone call than a call any point of the day saying that you're no longer here. So that is something that I do not mess around with here. I do not take like any mental health jokes or anything like that like lightly. Like I'll like. It depends. Like, if it's just a joke about being depressed or something, that's one thing. I do that all the time. But anytime anyone makes any comment about, that's when that's going to be the red light flag for me that I want to do something to help. I love ghost hunting, paranormal investigations. Oh, buddy. So, let me throw this out here. At some point, if you guys really just come here and start supporting me, not even monetarily, just like pop in for streams, say hi, share that I'm streaming, just help a brother grow, help a friend get a little, like, hit that 100. That'd be so fucking awesome. But I plan on down the road also branching out and doing YouTube videos. And I think one of the things, I've talked to a few friends, they're into the idea. If it's something that you guys would like, I would love to start doing like paranormal investigations on YouTube. The only YouTuber, VTuber I know that does it. I'm sure there's other ones out there, but I'm not even a VTuber right now. I'm a PNG tuber. But yeah, so that is something that I've always had fun with. I almost did a YouTube page where we did paranormal investigations, but there was some drama, and it was kind of like when you try to start a band, it's like, all right, so the five of us are going to be in a room and see each other for X amount of hours a week, and after a few months, you just hate each other. So that's kind of how that turned out. I've met the YouTuber Scotty Sire twice. Okay, so back before I was a VTuber, I did do vlogs on YouTube. Very inspired by the Vlog Squad. And he did 2 concert tours, and I bought the tickets to meet and greet with him both times. I used to play bass. I haven't touched it in years. That's why I say used to. I've attended over 200 concerts. That's pretty self-explanatory. I'm a big music person. I'm a big concert goer. So, yeah. So, things I like. Coffee, big fan of. Blankets. Anytime someone makes or brings me a blanket, it is a good day for me. Anime, absolutely. Candles, actually just bought one recently. And was gifted one that was actually really cool because it looks like a cappuccino cup, and it's like a vanilla chai latte scented candle, and I cannot wait to burn that. Classic movies, TV stuff, like I love like the old black and white, like the Munsters, the original Addams Family, the Bruce Lee movies. Just such a huge place in my heart. Haunted places, we just covered that. Ramen, sushi, tacos, pizza. We covered that on Food Tube. Big fan of that. And Magic the Gathering. So I used to play a lot when I was a kid, and Magic is one of those things that I will get into and realize, oh hey, in the past month I've dropped $3,000 on this, and it is a potential problem, and I need to stop. And then I won't touch it for like a year or two, and then I'll watch a YouTube video. One of my friends will bring up Magic, and I am overswept with the mightiest of mighty needs to play again. So I just recently started getting back into it. It's been a very long time since I played, but I'm hoping that at some point I can share some of that with you guys. That'll be fun. Alright, so we're going to move into dislikes. This is stuff that I will actually react negatively to, so we're gonna talk about this. Politics is at the top of the list. I do not like politics. I don't like talking about politics. I don't like hearing about it. Apparently, I come from a family that's all they want to talk about ever is politics. So, it makes me kind of angry when I have to like really talk about it more than just like, hey, this is what the current state of the world is. Thank you. Racism. We don't stand for that here. My rules here are pretty simple. Respect each other. Number one rule, just respect each other. If you disagree with someone or you misgender someone or something, you don't gotta be rude about it. You can just be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know, my bad. And it goes the same way too. If someone misgenders you here, you don't have to be mean about it. Chances are they don't know. You can just be like, hey, I'm this, but you didn't know, it's cool. So it goes both ways. Celery. Okay, so there are very few foods that I cannot do. Celery is at the top of it. I'm a big texture person, and there's just something about the texture of celery that it sets off like a panic alarm in my brain, where like when I go to bite it, my brain just like Aah! There are other foods too. Green peppers, most peppers actually. It's not that I will refuse. It's not that I refuse to eat them. It's just I really don't want to. But like if I'm over someone's house and they make something with peppers, I won't pick it off. That for me, it's not a texture thing. It is genuinely a taste thing. Like, and this is one of the first hot takes that I know have pissed off a lot of people. I hate jalapenos. And it's not because of the spice, it's nothing like that. It's the fact that they taste like stale nothing. The flavor of them is so bad that I just can't get through swallowing it. Giggity. And the last thing, and I'm getting better at this, but like any like leafy lettuce that isn't like shredded and light green, I cannot do. Long story short, I do have an older sister and a brother, and when I was a very young kid, my sister decided that it would be funny to try to make me a sandwich with lettuce on it, but instead of lettuce, it was a leaf and grass clippings from outside. And there was an immediate karma when I threw it back up on her as a young kid. But ever since that day, because I got very sick off that, like very sick. Since that day, like if I see like lettuce too green or not like, or big, my brain just goes back to being a kid eating a leaf, being told that it was lettuce. So those are foods that I really just being woken up. I mean, who doesn't like that? Who does like that, I should say. Gossip, drama. I've tried to stay drama free for the entire time of the internet that I've been doing this. Unsuccessfully for the most part, but we're trying. Lotus pods. I do have that phobia of circles, so when we do get into stuff with like you laugh, you lose with punishments, expect that to be a punishment, and you were going to hear me absolutely lose my mind the minute I even have to look at one. Hot places, I'm good with the cold. If it gets over like 75 degrees, I am very uncomfortable, so I feel my spirit animal is probably like one of those sled dogs that rolls around the snow. You know what I mean? That's me. Entitlement. I don't like people who feel that they are entitled or deserve everything without having to work for it, if that makes sense. It just really annoys me. Country music. And this one has pissed off so many people in my life. This is something I dislike so much I had to put it on here, and that is Lord of the Rings, the movies.
What? What?
Let me explain myself here. Like I said, this has upset a lot of people in the past. Before anything, I have actually sat through the movies. I have. When they were in theaters, my dad was a huge fan of the old Lord of the Rings, like books and the cartoon and stuff. So he was so excited when it came out, he brought it to see. And I was excited. I'm a young kid. I'm like, hey, I'm spending time with my dad. We're going to see a cool movie that he's in. I think 2 hours in the movie, I looked over him like, when does it get good? When does this pick up? And the first movie ended, and it didn't get good. It didn't pick up. And then the second movie came. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a try. My brother ended up bringing me one day because he had no one else to go with. By the way, just so you guys know, my brother is 10 years older than me. So, and halfway through the movie, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, wow, this is even worse than the first one. I hate this. I sat through the third one. I sat through half of the third one when it was in the theaters. I got up and I'm like, nope, I'm not doing this. I then also, that same ex that made me watch The Conjuring was obsessed with these movies, and almost nightly I had to fall asleep to those movies playing, and it was torture. I don't like it. I don't like the story. I don't like the concept. Like the visuals were cool and all. I'll give it that, but it's too long-winded. It's too just out there for me. I just can't do it. Yeah. I like I said, I know I've angered a lot of people with that opinion, but it is what it is. And we are losing followers rapidly. God damn. I would really, really be thrilled if we could break 100 on this. I'm not gonna lie to you.